Hello there. There is a lot to talk about in Europe over the next few days. It's going to turn pretty unsettled with low pressure dominating. We've got some rain and fresh, welcome snow moving its way across the Alps. We've got a significant low across the UK and another frontal system pushing into Portugal and Spain, bringing some much needed rainfall. That will move its way steadily north and east. Turkey will be fine and quiet. The Greek Isles fine but cloudy. There will be some rain across parts of Croatia and some showery rain easing away from Italy. A few showers across France, and here's that next batch of wet weather moving its way in through Portugal and Spain and bringing a drop in the temperature. Stays unsettled moving across the UK, a large area of high pressure across Scandinavia keeping things bitterly cold, and it will be pretty unsettled over the next few days. As this front bumps into that colder air, we're going to see yet more significant snow showers. Showers are likely on Monday. It stays unsettled with that low pressure not too far away across Europe. So let's take a look at the city forecast, see what to expect. It stays mild but unsettled across London and Paris through the week ahead. A little bit quieter into Rome, at pleasant 17 degrees with some sunshine here. Bitterly cold conditions and snowy conditions continue to dominate though across parts of Oslo, and it stays unsettled but mild for Germany. Hello there. Let's take a look at the weather forecast for North America as we move through the weekend. And there is quite a significant frontal system developing through Texas over towards Mississippi, and that is going to continue to push its way across the eastern seaboard and take some wet weather with it. Now ahead of it, it's pretty mild, but we will start to see some cooler air developing behind it. So some snow, as you can see, across the southern Rockies, some heavy torrential thundery downpours across parts of Texas, drifting their way steadily east, and also up through the eastern seaboard towards Washington over the second half of the weekend. Now across the west coast, we've got a little bit of showery rain across British Columbia, snow with any elevation, but it's rain close to the coast. A much better story south of Oregon into California, fine, settled and sunny. And certainly that will come as welcome news. Now, taking a look at the city forecast for the next couple of days, we keep some rain into Vancouver and it stays mild, but Los Angeles and Vegas, well, fine, settled and sunny with it. Some outbreaks of showery rain moving up towards Washington, quite cloudy conditions with a few sharp showers through Atlanta, Georgia, the heaviest showers really across parts of Alabama and Mississippi, and maybe we'll see some rain into the Carolinas as well. So it is going to be an unsettled spell of weather. We'll see some wet weather into Washington and Nashville, Tennessee over the next few days. Hello there. The weather story in South America so far this year has been dominated by extreme heat across parts of northern Chile, into Argentina and Uruguay, and some very heavy rainfall across parts of central and southern Brazil. Now, both are easing over the next couple of days. We've got the heaviest of the rain, as you can see, across the Amazon basin, but also through higher ground really of parts of Colombia and into Ecuador. And here we'll have some pretty intense showers. Yes, still some pretty intense showers across much of central Brazil as well, but a little bit quieter across southern Brazil in comparison to of late. Now, the extreme heat that we've seen in parts of Uruguay, Argentina and northern Chile easing as well over the next couple of days. So if we take a look at the city forecast, you can see this quite clearly. Some dry weather into Rio and a slightly cooler feel into Buenos Aires as we move into next week. It's quite a story across Mexico and Central America at the moment, dry and settled. There is some rain down through Costa Rica and Panama and a few isolated showers across the Caribbean, but on the whole, a lot of sunshine and temperatures into the low 30s. Very pleasant indeed. If we take a look at the city forecast, there's no real change to this story, staying fine and quiet across much of Mexico as we go through the week ahead. Hello there. Forecast for the Middle East coming up shortly, but first of all, let's start off in Africa, where if you take a look at the pressure chart, you can see that what's happening in Europe is having an influence across the far northwest once again, with a weak weather front moving its way across Algeria and Tunisia, bringing a little bit of showery rain. And our seasonal rains not quite as extensive as they could be really at this time of year. In fact, it's relatively dry across northern parts of Mozambique and just a few scattered showers into Madagascar. South of that into South Africa, it's warming up over the next few days. Plenty of dry, settled, sunny weather here. So let's take a look at some of those city forecasts. You can see temperatures up into the 30s for Cape Town before some showers arrive by the end of next week. Johannesburg keeps some showers going over the next few days. But there will be, from that trailing weather front as it moves its way east, a few scattered showers across Cairo as well. Now, staying with the theme of showers, some of them could be heavy and thundery across the Middle East over the next few days, moving their way across Iraq, Kuwait, down towards Qatar and United Arab Emirates. And we could see some lifted dust and poor visibility as well. So we'll need to keep an eye on that. A good deal of fine weather elsewhere. But as you can see, the risk of those showers is going to continue through the weekend and into the early half of next week. That's it. Take care. Hello there. Let's take a look at the weather story for South Asia over the next few days. And there's quite a sharp temperature contrast between north and south at the moment. We've got slightly above average temperatures down to the south, cooler conditions to the north. And when the two meet, we could see some sharp showers developing. Now, they'll be fairly isolated and on the whole, there's a good deal of dry, settled, sunny weather, but that's certainly worth bearing in mind as we move into Sunday. Could see a few showers across parts of Odisha and into Madhya Pradesh in particular, and some of these could be quite torrential. Now, to the north of that, we've got the milder air in comparison to where we should be for this time of year across Central Asia, but signs in Kazakhstan of that cold air starting to push a little bit further south, and it will get significantly colder over the next few days. Back into Pakistan, fine and settled, a good deal of fine, dry weather across India as well. You can see as we push steadily northwards where we could see a few isolated but thundery downpours developing as we go through the day. So let's take a look at some of the city forecasts. And on the whole, a good deal of fine, dry weather around. We keep the risk of some showers across parts of Sri Lanka. By contrast, though, across Central Asia and Kazakhstan, the temperatures are going to fall away really quite substantially as we move through the week ahead. Hello there. Let's take a look at what's happening across Asia at the moment. It's Chinese New Year this weekend, a major holiday, and there's a large area of high pressure keeping things very quiet, very dry and sunny over the next few days. You can see where the shower clouds are across Malaysia and Indonesia, and some pretty intense tropical showers to come here. A few scattered showers through Japan, but not really amounting to too much. A large area of high pressure then keeping things fine and quiet across the bulk of China. Few isolated showers along that east coast of Vietnam. But on the whole, it's a quiet story as well. Now, some of these showers through Malaysia and Indonesia, pretty intense, as you'd expect really at this time of year. And as we look ahead, we continue to see a few scattered showers, some of them wintry across Tokyo, fine elsewhere. Now let's move away from Asia towards Australia, where we've got heatwave conditions building across Western Australia. Some of that tropical moisture across Indonesia also impacting the far north of Australia as well. Few scattered showers across that east coast here, but largely fine and quiet. There's a good deal of sunshine through Australia over the next few days. And it's a quiet story through New Zealand. A little bit of cloud, a little bit of a breeze down to the south, but on the whole, pleasant enough. So if we take a look at the city forecast, you can see that heat perhaps peaking in Perth through Thursday. That's it. Take care.